Hi, everybody. We are live and we're here with the amazing Vicki Ariatti. Got a Vicki and a Vicki. Yay. And we are going to be talking about her bestseller journey. So Vicki became a bestseller May 1st. Yes, in the middle of this craziness, she became a best-selling author with her book, Hardwired to Heal. Thank you for being here, Vicki.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I know that people call you Magic Hands. Tell me the story. Why do they call you Magic Hands?
Well, so many people come to me as a referral because they've exhausted all of their other options. They've been to so many different doctors, so many different therapists, so many different practitioners, and they're not getting any results. They've wasted thousands of dollars, lots of time, headache, hope, and almost had given up hope. And somebody says, "You need to go see Vicki." And they said, "Well, why should I go see Vicki? I've been through all these other professionals. She's not even a doctor." "Oh, she'll get you fixed up. Trust me. This is what she did for me. I bet you she can get you fixed up." So they come to me and they're halfway through their session and their treatment. They're saying, "Wow, you have helped me more right now in this 30 minutes than all these other practitioners have this whole time. I should have found you first. Keep going." And so I would just keep going. And
That's
they're like
amazing.
blown away.
Yeah. And I know you talk about some of those really, like, I'm going to say miraculous stories, because they really are inside your book. But first, let me ask you, why was it so important for you to get this book out? Like, why did it even really matter?
Well, it's actually part of my journey. When I was 8 years old, I made a vow, a childhood vow, that when I grew up, I was going to stomp out and end childhood abuse forever. No child should go through what we went through, living in a war zone like we did. And so life kind of caught up with me, and I happened to turn my life over to the Lord because I was making such a mess of it. And I asked him to guide me. "I will do your will. Just help me figure this out because I'm not doing such a good job with my life." And over a course of some events, I just stumbled into natural healing. And then I thought, "Oh, here's my niche." And I didn't realize that I had the gift of healing. I
Mhm.
had been blessed with that gift of healing. And it's helped me to help others with their own traumas and injuries and griefs, because more times than not, your
Mhm.
physical ailments have an emotional root,
Yeah.
either with childhood abuse, spousal abuse, some type of trauma. And so when I'm working with someone physically, I always incorporate the emotional part of it, the energy healing part of it, so that I am helping to stomp out child abuse and traumas for that person's inner child.
Hmm.
And that's why it works like magic,
Yeah.
because, well, because we have multiple healings going on.
Right. And there's a lot to be said about that, right? I don't think people realize, and that's probably why doctors couldn't help those people, that they're holding those things within their body in certain places. So,
Exactly.
regarding the actual writing of the book, I know there were
Okay.
some raw stories. I know there were some parts that were
Uh-huh.
difficult. What kind of things did you have to overcome as you were writing it and making sure it was going to get finished?
Oh, well, first of all, I had to learn how to feel.
Hmm.
I grew up, well, we just stuffed our emotions, and we didn't have time for emotions. We just had to survive. And then when I was 13, we went to live, my sisters and I went to live with our dad and stepmother. And by that time, I was already my little sister's mother, and
Mhm.
My stepmother had to break our spirits, to break us down in order to be the mom, and we had to be the kids. And so there was a lot of emotional abuse there. So there was a lot of shut up or I'll give you something to cry about moments.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so we learned to go from not really having any feel, not showing our feelings, to actually killing our emotions and
Mhm,
feelings. And then I had to learn, during writing my story, I had to go back and relive
mhm.
so that I could find out what my emotions were. You talk about triple duty.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I
That
say
was
that the most,
hard.
yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, you have to go back there and sometimes really think about what that meant to you and what effect it had on you. Sometimes I say that the most transformational book that you read is actually the one that you write, because I see this so much with so many of my authors. And I want to ask you about the reviews because I know you had some really great ones. But before I do that, tell
Okay.
me what it felt like. What was it like the day you hit bestseller?
I was numb. I mean, because because Amazon didn't put it up, didn't put it up, didn't put it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to be a failure again? I
Oh,
went through all kinds of emotions, and I thought, well, it's just not going to happen. So, in to protect myself, I dismissed it. And then when it happened, it was like, pinch me. Is this really real? Am I seeing this right? Then the next day, it was the next day, I'm like, I'm a bestseller. Ah, it's really real. This is really me.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I
Whew.
know it stinks when they have those technical glitches and
Yeah,
the rankings don't show up and stuff like that. But you were a champ. You got through that.
thank
You
you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what's wrong with me again?
And it
Nothing.
has nothing to do with that. It's just Amazon and
Technology.
stuff. Yeah, technology and stuff. But I know you were sharing with me earlier that you've been getting some really great feedback.
Oh my
So,
God.
what have people been saying about the inside of the book? Because really, I talk about this too, that it's not just the bestseller that's really great, it's the lives that you impact. And
Mhm,
that is done with what you're putting inside the book, your struggles,
mhm.
all those things that you had to go through. So, what are people saying now in response to reading it?
Well, the first review I got was from an 80-year-old woman. And I had actually asked her, I said, how do you like my book? What's the best thing you like about my book? And she just heart dumped on me. She said, I just love the fact that it's so interesting. You caught me with the first sentence. You kept me engaged. I didn't want to put it down. And I just wanted to know what was coming next and what was going to be next and what was going to be after that. And
Yeah.
she says, and you pulled me into your story that I felt like I was right there in there with you. And now I don't have to feel guilty for what happened to me as a child.
Oh, that's
And
the
I
best.
went, what? She
Yeah.
goes, right. She says, I didn't have any control over that.
And she's 80 years old. Think of how
She's
long
80.
she's held on to this.
Exactly.
Wow.
Wow is right. Yeah. And then I have another review that made me cry. I happened just to pop on there and I saw I had a fourth 5-star review. I have 4 5-star reviews, which I'm really excited about.
Yes, yes.
The fourth one is from a former classmate when I first started learning energy healing when I was a true mess.
When you're just a young sprout.
Oh, young sprout. I was in my traumas. This was, golly, this was like 11 years ago. And I just was trying to find me and I was all over the place with emotions. And so I was struggling to learn the information because I was trying to use my mind to capture it because I'm a studious student. And so she gives me a review that made me cry. She says, wow, for her to say, wow. She goes, wow, Vicki. She says, listen to Vicki. She knows firsthand how to help you. She's been through so much, and to watch her grow and blossom like this, it's just amazing. Keep up the good work. It's just up to that effect. I don't have it written down, so I can't read it. So,
Wow, wow.
yeah, for her to give me a wow,
Hmm.
you
And
know,
did you expect this kind of feedback? Like when you put your book out, what were you, so how does that make you feel now?
oh my gosh, I feel like I'm really making an impact on other people. I really do because I did write a book several years ago, and it was a brain dump on the how-tos and everything, and I didn't get anywhere with it at all. This one is just putting me way over the top as not only as an expert with what I know and how I can explain what I know and explain what I do in a way that's juicy
Mhm.
and a way that people just want to keep reading. And
Yeah,
they, yeah,
yeah.
it's really making an impact. It's
Uh,
exciting.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And I know you have something coming up too. You're going to be putting out a course.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be teaching others how to do what I do. I'm going to have a course for therapists
Hmm.
because obviously there are therapists that are not getting the same results as I am,
Right.
even doctors.
Yeah. I mean, not all therapists are called magic hands, right? So,
True. True.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a gal that she her one of her relatives is a doctor, and he said, I'm sorry, honey, I don't know how to help you. And that was just before I was introduced to her,
Wow.
and I helped her.
That's good. It's heartbreaking to hear a doctor say we can't do anything more for you. I've
We
heard
don't
it
know.
before. I've heard
Mhm.
it, when my doctor said you're not going to get better. This is the way life is going to be. Suck it up, accept it, learn to live and accept it. I'm just like, I don't want to accept this. I don't want to. And that's why people with magic hands, there needs to be more of them around the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to be teaching a course for other therapists who already know anatomy, and that. Then I'm going to be teaching a separate course for those who don't know anatomy, who are, it's an introductory course, and
Hmm.
then it will spill over into more of becoming a naturopathic therapist,
Awesome.
a holistic. Yes, yes.
That's so exciting. Congratulations on all of
Thank
it.
you.
It's been
Thank
amazing
you.
to watch. So, if somebody's watching you right now and they've had an idea about their book, or they think, oh, I should write one, or maybe people are saying, you should write a book, what do you have as words of encouragement for them?
Whatever is your passion, write about your passion.
Mhm.
My passion was to let others know that you can heal yourself. You don't have to go to outside sources. You need outside sources to contribute, but you need you.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
want to make an impact on other people. And whatever it is you're passionate about, follow that and it will open up. It will
Yeah.
open up. Yeah, because
Was it
before,
worth it? You think it was worth it?
oh, it was absolutely worth it. And if I wasn't passionate about it, it wouldn't have been as juicy as it is. It wouldn't be the magnificent bestseller that it is, it
Yeah.
wouldn't make the impact because
Yeah.
there's passion in there. And that's what my readers are feeling. They're feeling my passion.
Yeah.
They're feeling my enthusiasm. They're feeling my love.
Yeah. You shine
Yeah.
through in it. You like your personality just in it. That's what I'm always saying with my clients. You don't want somebody to meet you and they go, oh, wait a minute, disconnect. You're not like your book. And that's what I love so much about you and your book is it's just you. You're just, open and truthful and honest and raw about it. And you just let people know. And I think that's why the love shows through and you're getting the feedback that you're getting. So
Can I give you a little secret?
yeah, sure.
I wouldn't have done that without you.
Oh, thank you.
I am very serious, Vicki. I would not have done that without you because I didn't know how.
Yeah.
In your course, you taught me how to how to spell out my feelings on paper,
Hmm.
which I didn't know how.
Yeah.
And you taught me how to make it juicy and how to make it impactful. And my book would not be what my book is without you. You're the magic element for my book because you're the
Aw,
magic element for me. And I
thank you.
want to thank you for that.
Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're, you're
Just
welcome. It's the
love
truth.
watching it. Well, I just love watching you grow, watch the book come out, watching you become such a great storyteller, watching people engage and your business grow and the smile on your face all the time. It's just amazing. So thank you so much for sharing with us and being on and letting people know what it's like on the other side of bestseller.
It's amazing. It's y'all ought to do it.
Yes, yes, for
Yes.
sure. All right. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Okay, bye.